My best friend talked about my X life with a random guy. I'm 25F. I have a best friend called him T. We've been friends for a long time. 2 weeks ago, she invited me to her place, and then we went out to have drinks with some of her colleagues. They were fun, but one of them was really interesting. Was a nerd like me, and we talked the entire time while we were drinking, you know? Topics like ghosts, aliens, parallel universe, politics. We're basically geeks. Though the conversation was pretty much fun, I wasn't interested in that guy in any other way, and I could see that my best friend was getting a bit annoyed by the attention that guy was giving me. He asked for my number and VG ID, so I refused. After that day, who would usually go on and on about how that guy is so funny and witty, she started telling me that she finds him annoying and hasn't talked to him after that evening. Yesterday, I called her and found out that she was out for lunch with the same guy. I was surprised, but that's none of my business. A few hours later, she calls me and tells me that the guy was asking about me. She told me that he wanted to know if I'm available next weekend for lunch, coffee, dinner, or just a game of table tennis at his place. Anything I say, I asked Inth if she clearly told him that I wasn't interested, but she said that she didn't say anything like that. Instead, she told him that I'm free this weekend and the three of us could grab a drink. I was mad, but I thought I shouldn't make it a big deal and politely told her that I might not be free. Then she goes on to tell me that the guy asked her what I did for Valentine's last week. Then was with me the whole day, and in the evening, I went to my sister's place, and even after begging, and she didn't come along and instead went somewhere else. But she told that guy that some guy had called me and invited me to his place, and I probably left for his place. Like, why did she lie? I was really furious, but I went on to listen to her, what she had to say next. The guy then remembered how I had told him that currently I'm not interested in relationships or hookups, which T has always known, but when the guy addressed it, but didn't she say she's not interested in those things? Nint replied, oh well, it itch. She says so, but I think it's because she says she doesn't like having SX. This is something very personal that I had shared with my best friend. Currently, after reaching 25 and 2 very serious failed relationship, I haven't been able to be sexually attracted to anyone. I don't get any kind of sexual feelings for past 1 year, and this is something I felt was like a phase, and I wanted to acknowledge it and not pressure myself into doing. I feel heartbroken that she shared something so private about me to a guy I don't even know properly, and she expects me to meet him again this weekend. Apparently the guy replied with a very guy response, and I don't mind because after all, my best friend was the one who made me vulnerable in front of a man, he said. She probably hasn't had anyone who could understand her sexual needs. Then the man asked her about my past relationships, and she told him everything without my consent, and also told him how I don't like calling and texting because I am a loner and a very private person, unlike herself, who is waiting for a perfect guy who really wants to talk to her and spend time with her. I felt betrayed after hearing all this. I just hung up without a word, and I don't know if I'll ever be able to call her my best friend again. Am I wrong in feeling this way? Am I overreacting?